So this is the first of a series of videos where I'm going to show you what various herbs look like in the wild, a little bit about how to identify them, and what their uses are. First one I'm going to introduce you today is stinging nettle. So stinging nettle is here. You can see the little stinging hairs along the stalk and the underside of the leaves. So the hairs of stinging nettle are not actually, like, no one gets pierced by them. The sensation you feel when stinging nettle, quote unquote, stings you is something called formic acid, along with a essentially cocktail of histamine. So it's a histamine reaction. This is what she looks like in the wild. You can see the shape of her leaves, as well as a close-up of the top here. If I can get it to focus. There we go. So she likes these wetland areas. You'll see here in a moment. There's some skunk cabbage nearby, as well as a stream. And there's big patches all throughout here. One of the things nettle has a good amount of is vitamins. So this is a very high protein plant. You can eat her after she's been cured, which is essentially cooking or drying. Some people actually make a pesto out of her. And she's really good for you because she's high in silica, calcium, zinc, chromium, magnesium, and potassium, as well as vitamins A, C, and K. So for folks who are needing to fix or build up their blood work, nettle also has a high iron content in it as well. The protein in her is fantastic for anyone who just needs a base supportive nutrition. And she also can help increase breast milk, as well as be a remedy for things like gout. Because of the histamine, the venom is histamine, but she has antihistamine qualities. So if you're suffering from things like seasonal allergies, she's really, really good for you. For folks with arthritis, there are people who will actually take the fresh stalks and hit themselves with the stalk on the areas that are affected by the arthritis, and that's because the formic acid, which can also be found in ants, also contains a neurotransmitter that actually can help repair nerve damage, as well as just provide relief for aching joints. The seeds themselves are particularly good for kidney function, and the roots are really good for prostate health. On the whole, because of her nutritional basis, she is really good for calming the adrenals, reducing inflammation, and overall just a really good support for your nutrition. You can see here, let me just try and zoom in a little bit. So the seeds will usually form right close near the stalk there. Sorry, it doesn't want to. There we go. And that's where you'll find the seeds. So overall, nettle is a big fan of these marshy, grassy areas. You'll find her alongside the skunk cabbage and along creek beds deep in the mountains. She likes the shadowy area, but a mixture of sunlight. So I'll bring you over here. This is where we found a lot of her, all up there. And as you can see, there's running, moving, clear water nearby. So she's a big fan of that. Overall, nettle is extremely good for your health as a whole. She supports your adrenals as well as a variety of conditions, and she's well worth getting to know. So thank you for joining me on this little nature walk.